Hi everybody, welcome back you guys. How is everybody doing? Does everybody know you know who I am? This is Nikki on this journey of spiritual enlightenment. So I'm back again to get messages and just I know I haven't did any, with this Mercury retrograde, as I always say. I try to be careful with giving messages out, during the Mercury retrograde, only when I'm led, spiritually to give a message out, then I'll give it to you guys. But until then, when this Mercury retrograde took things kind of like get back to normal, you may not see me do a lot of videos, but just know I'm here. I'm still, flipping my cards and still getting my energy and, messages. Their messages are probably I'm preparing for the future. But right now, I just kind of have to be really slow about how I push out what I need to push out, because there are a lot of Decepticons out there, so to speak. But anyway, so back to what I'm saying. So let me go ahead and get into this message. Spirit really has something that they really want to tell you guys, pretty much telling you guys, it's time for you to stop diminishing yourself for the sake of another person. So somebody is not really tapping into their power. They're not really tapping into who it is that God has really called them and created them to be. And God is asking you to unleash the wild within you. God is asking you to move forward and to step into who they've called you to be. And the time is now. So let's get into this, okay? I already pulled these cards earlier because, like I said, the shaman's dream, they're really kind of like really in detail. So I want to make sure that I give you guys the best messages of what it is. The first message that came out, it was heart home. This is about compassion. We think about heart, our heart. We think about heart is where the home is, but spirit, this is more of a spiritual type of thing that's going on. But the heart home, this is basically love in its purest form, in its truest form. This is basically compassion here. But when sometimes, you feel like that you're out of place, you feel like you don't belong anywhere. And the spirit and the universe is asking for you to bring yourself back to home. They're saying that you're being called back to this quiet space where your soul resides. They want you to put things, on hold right now for a short while. It's time for you to experience love, but an unconditional love, a love that has no boundaries. It's time for you to step into this place of rest. It's time for you to, take a couple deep breaths. It's time for you to replace all of the judgment that you have about yourself and about others, and this space, there's no need for you to judge anybody. It's time for you to empty out all of the judgments. It's time for you to empty out all of the preconceptions here and to allow the spirit to fill you. And the spirit wants to fill you with peace, a nectar of peace, like honey, milk and honey. The universe wants to bring you back from, you could have been in some tough situations, some things that have been really hard or really harsh, that's really caused you to get to this place here where you are needing to get back to your heart home. It's back to, home is where the heart is. So I feel like at this time you're very empty right now. This may be why you like things that you would normally do as far as your energy. Like you may like me, I read cards a lot, and get push out videos, but I can't push out the videos right now because spirit is saying, you're empty and you need to replenish right now, because I feel like you have been in situations where you gave so much of yourself that basically you diminish yourself of really and truly who you are. So spirit is telling you that this is a time for you to replenish. This is a time for you to refill, because right now, your well is dry, This is what they're talking about. But the next card it talks about an empty well. This is, this is a time to replenish, because right now your well is dry, and it's time for you to get back to, your water, because Jesus and God, they're the living water. And right now, if you're dried up, you have nothing to give, and you die basically of dehydration. You know, like right now we have this heat wave going on, and everybody make sure that you do drink plenty of water. Hint, hint. You know, drink your Gatorades and get yourself replenished, because right now, you know, as above, so below. So if you are dry, you know, spiritually, then, you know, on the in the physical realm, you are, you know, dry too. So it's time for you to you know what I'm saying, get replenished. But here, this card, it says that your well is dry and you're encroaching on it's starting to encroach on your one fertile garden. So things that in your life that have been fertile, things that have been fruitful, things where you know are growing your seeds, you know, because your well is dry, you don't have anything to water. It's time for you to replenish here. And it's time for you to give thanks for everything, everything you've been through. You know, give thanks to it. Let spirits know you're grateful for the experience. But it's time for you to let go. And it's time for you to let spirit to guide you to your next destination here. You know, and this means, you know, you may have to say goodbye to some things, some situation, or some people here. But the universe it's telling you, no, it's time to change. Or it could be that maybe where you are, or you are at, or what you're doing, it's time for you to change the rules. It's time for you to insist on changing. It's time for you to march to the beat of your own drum. It's time for you to, you know, step in and be the leader and call the shots here. So because the universe wants you to stop making yourself small in a situation, because what you're doing is you're not producing the results that spirit wants you to have because of this situation. You know, this could be a situation where there's a lack of give and take, where you're probably giving more than what you receive. And, you know, the universe wants you to reclaim your reclaim what's really yours, you know, and return things that don't belong to you. They want you to stop diminishing yourself for the sake of others here. And I got to get to the book. But yeah, so that, you know, that's what they want you to do here. But it says here in the book, it says the shadows are projection that are causing for reality. You may have been offered a shovel to help to dig yourself out of an uncomfortable situation, a bucket to drink from the well, but you cannot dig yourself out of this hole. And remember that there is no water to be found in that well. Empty. It's empty. So receive the empty well as a gift. Do not exert your energy or waste your resources by repairing the walls or mending the rope. Follow the watercourse way, the aquifers that run deep in the earth. You will be led to a new spring oasis, and you can find the underground streams, which are rich and natural resources, in the subterranean depths of your own heart. So this is what they're telling you. And I'll tell you in a minute how you know, you can get there. But, you know, but what you're doing, this is a sky bridge. This is time for you to bridge the union. And when I think of sky bridge, I think this is like you bridging the gap between you and spirit, you and source. And this is what they want you to do. It's time for you to get back to this sky bridge here. But this sky bridge here, basically, you're standing at an unbreachable abyss. There's no possibility of retreat. The path behind you is no longer viable, an option for you. You have to act soon, though you will run the risk of being stuck at the edge of the cliff. And you know what, you're on the edge of the cliff, you're stuck, you can't go left, you can't go right. What you got to do, you got to jump off and take a leap of faith. And this is pretty much what you're going to have to do. Life has brought you to this moment to offer you an as yet undermat of possibilities, but you must no longer postpone what you know is inevitable. And yes, you're allowed to breathe. You know, this is what they tell them, the well here and here, when they want you to breathe. You're allowed to breathe before you take this leap. So take a bit of time to yourself. This is why they told you to get some time alone to yourself and get away for a day or two of contemplation, even for just a few minutes, to walk, to clear your head. Muster the courage so that you may cross the sky bridge. The sky bridge appears when the moment is absolutely right for the quantum leap. Life believes you are ready, and even if you do not agree, remember not to confuse your true state of readiness with your plans of preparation. Respond with determination, and respond with a determined yes, is what they say. I'm sorry. And let the universe take care of the details. You only need to hold yourself to your positive affirmations, and they will become obvious and will take flight to clear the abyss. So this is what they want you to do. They want you to really like harness down on what it is that you know you really truly need to do. It's time for you to like start getting in your journal. It's time for you to start doing your writing your affirmations. It's time for you to start, as I've been doing, turning on the music that makes you happy, whether it's, childhood nostalgia music, praise and worship music. But it's time for you to really just let yourself sing, let yourself have fun, enjoy life. Like I went out and I got on a trampoline and I jumped, and do things that you normally wouldn't do. But you need to find some type of way to set your heart free, but also to find that sacred time, that sacred space with spirit to meditate and to contemplate, and to allow spirit to wash you and cleanse you and take away those things that no longer serve you. And when you trust your intuition, when spirit is telling you something, whether it's like no or whether it's not good, do what spirit has told you to do, because at least you know that you've done exactly what spirit has asked you to do, with you trusting your intuition. Don't doubt yourself. And this is what they want you to do. Take a leap of faith and move forward to your home heart, and where there's compassion, because right now things are empty. Your well is empty, and it's time for you to replenish, and it's time for you to get away from this abyss. Even the devil, even Satan, the lower vibrational energies, when they came upon, Jesus at the time, when their demons were with legions, and they begged for not to go into the abyss, because the abyss is not a place where anyone wants to be. And so right now, you're at the edge, and they want you to come up out of this abyss, because I feel like Spirit said you've been there long enough, and it's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to unleash this, what I call this she-wolf. It's time for you to unleash the wild within you. It's time to step into your purpose. This is someone who is half wolf, half shaman. Your animal instincts. It's time for you to come alive here. I gotta find a card. It's time for you to come alive. It's time for you to be vibrated. I guess that's what they say. Vibrated into your animalistic self, but also into your human self. This duality that you have between connecting you from the natural world to the spiritual realm. So mystic. Oh, I just flipped the card, and this is what I got. I got the moose, which is wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom of your soul. Ancestors speak through you. You know much. So this is you, releasing this animalistic energy and power within you, because this is something that they said is mystic. This is very mystic. This is, that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversities. It's time to take rest, dream, renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. See, I told you about the shaman, and I cannot make that up, guys. I don't know if you can see that. This right here, the shaman. But if you go back and look at this she-wolf here, this is someone who has shaman energy here. So you guys are, maybe shaman, and I'm finally realizing to the point that Spirit is saying that I'm a shaman. If you look at me right now, I want to know sure, but I got feathers on, because, I'm just really accepting who I am, and I think that Spirit wants you guys to really accept who you are, and to really know that, there's a great power that lies within you. So let me pull one more card. Okay, I said one, and they gave me the elk. Nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Power forces guide you. Your ability to conquer the challenges are limitless. You guys here. So there's no ability coming from you guys, you know. That's the spirit to crown yourself with success. And you guys are being rebirthed here. It says you can rejuvenate yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have the brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. So everything that you've been through, you know what I'm saying? And this is what they're saying, like, you are going to be this, you know, person, but this, you're protected. You're like this sea turtle. I don't know, like if you ever go to Hawaii or wherever they have sacred turtles and you can't touch them, like they're sacred. They're so protected. And you are like this sacred person here. It says you are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Perseverance, preserve, and you will succeed. And you have everything you need to be protected and happy. So I feel like that, you know, this is what they want you to do. And you're going to come into this energy here, this sacred energy where you're about to come alive and you're about to be renewed. I'm going to flip 3 cards here. Spirit, please and thank you from this message. What is it that they need to know? And I'm going to close this out, you guys. I don't think I need to say anything else. So just let Spirit speak for itself. This is the Page of Wands. You know, this is you moving forward with a new passion beginning. We know Page is good news. Things are coming to you here. This 2 of Cups. You know, love. You know, this is love with you in Source here. And you cutting out things that no longer serve you here. So, you guys, you know, Spirit, this is Spirit wants you to do. They want you to move forward with this new passionate beginning here to this union of the 2 of Cups. And I feel like this union is with you in Source. And with this, when you connect, Source is like, okay, anybody comes your way, come on. Because they love you so much, they're going to cut out everything. Like, we got your back. So while, you know, you're doing this, you're going to be protected here because Source has your back. So give me, what's the crowning energy? I know I should have did this in the beginning, but I want to see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, please and thank you. Sometimes I just do things the way Spirit wants me to do them. Alright, there, good. Yep. The crowning energy is this is about your wishes being fulfilled. You holding on, you building and growing with Source. You coming into balance and you coming into your balance. You coming into reconciling yourself back to God. You being restored. Because I feel like that there are things that you seed, you planted, things you lost. But universe is saying we're about to restore you. There are your wishes about to be you know, you're about to get your wish. I just lost myself because there's justice. There's justice coming for you. This Empress, you know, this is where things are going to be fertile. That could, like I said, you have given so much of yourself where you have been diminished and you have given and given to the point where right now, Spirit is saying your well is empty because people have taken from you like leeches and vampires have sucked from you and take from you. And you have nothing left to give. You can't even replenish your own self. You can't even dig yourself out of the situation that you're in. You can't even drink, you know. You don't give your last drop of water away where you die. You have to continue to replenish. And because you are, you know, when we're wounded, you know, like the prodigal child, whatever, we got to come back to our heart home. And they want you to return to this heart home to bridge this union here. To bridge this, I'm gonna get this message out, Spirit. To bridge this union here, this 2 of Cup union of this soulmate, this love, harmony, this peace and harmony with Source. They want you to bridge this union. So the seeds that you planted, those things that you thought you lost, they're going to be rebuilt, but rebuilt better. Your wish is about to be fulfilled. You're gonna move forward on this new passion beginning. But anything, Spirit is moving you away from this calmer waters. And anybody that's in your way trying to block you or stop you, Spirit said we're going to cut them off with their head. So this is why they said you're protected. You go into this place of, you know, nobility, place where you're being reborn. You're being protected. And there's another card I'm about to show you. I didn't even see this. shaman. You are this shaman. You are this person here where it says you are a creator, a magician. Use your powers for the good. There is a power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elements of spirit and glide through the void. Claim your place as a keeper of the mysteries. You are this place here because you have infinite possibilities. You are going to be a revealer of truth, is what they say. So look, guys, this is my message. This is Nikki with Journey of Spiritual Enlightenment. I hope this message has been helpful for somebody. Welcome you guys to this new energy of being a shaman. I welcome myself to this new energy of being a shaman. I never thought I would take a stand up into this place of authority or power, but I'm going to step in because this is what Spirit says I am. And if you clicked on this message, this is where you are or where you're heading. All right, you guys, thank you so much. And you guys be blessed. And I'll talk to you guys again next time. Bye-bye.